Spirit says you're going through a rebirth, Capricorn, and you know, lucky you that Spirit acts as a midwife when people are having something new born within them, a new belief system, a new way of configuring the way that they look at themselves and their life. Spirit is actually saying something real wild, which is like a near-death experience. The way a near-death experience can really like completely shift somebody's perspective. Spirit is showing me like a lens getting jostled, where it's like this lens will never see the exact same way again because it went through this jostle experience. Something is being born in you, or you are giving birth to something. And Spirit is asking you to be very kind and gentle with yourself, just like you would if you were somebody going through like pregnancy and labor pains. Okay? Nothing to do with sex and gender, everything to do with this is a phase of life. Something wants to come in, and sometimes that's hard. And that can be particularly hard on Capricorns who really want to be in control, aware of every factor. You know what I mean? Like, and this is a little bit unpredictable. You know, you can read, as a lot of people would say, it's like you could read every parent book, every pregnancy book, but if you haven't given birth before, you'll know when you know, okay? Spirit's being really funny. Okay, also, hi Capricorn. I'm Madeline, if you haven't been here before. Welcome to your mid-month checkpoint reading. Spirit, we want to see what is showing up for Capricorn. In the second half of July, what does Capricorn need to know, Spirit, for their highest good, for their joy, fulfillment, abundance, security, ease, and peace, to help Capricorn experience their own genius, the ocean of their heart? What do they need to know, Spirit? What percentage of Capricorns just clicked off when I referred to your ocean heart? That's how I keep the riffraff out. Capricorn in the back half of July. Spirit, what do you see for them, and how do you see Capricorn showing up? What have you been noticing in their life that you want to point out to them? Is there something that you want to make clear, you want to bring their attention to? Spirit, want to know the current situation and how that situation is evolving into the short and long-term future. How is Capricorn showing up? And what is the world mirroring back to them? Perfect. Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising in the back half of July. Woo! Giving birth to something. It can be painful, can be scary, it's daring, it's risky. It's risky to give birth to a new self when, you know, wow, Spirit is so loud. Spirit is so loud. Okay. All right. We need one more. It can be scary. It's allowed to be scary. And you know what, Capricorn? Spirit's calling you out so lovingly with this. And I'm going to pull a clarifier. We're going to get into this a little bit more. But they are like, Capricorn, you do have this tendency sometimes, because of that Saturn ruling you, right? To look at what's not working. To look at the negative. You know, plan for the worst, hope for the best, blah, blah, blah. You know, Spirit's like that. That might be one of these things that you've outgrown. Is like, well, I gotta watch out for the worst. It's like, hey, you know what? If the worst shows up, you're not gonna have to go looking for it. You don't have to keep an eye out. It will show up. Like you'll know it if you see it. And things look so bright. Things look so wonderful. So Spirit, can you tell us more about this Five of Cups situation? Please give us a little bit more information for Capricorn. Wow. That's interesting. So, let's start here. You have help on this side, right? You have people who care about and love you, people who see you for who you are, and you have people on what some people would call the other side. You have angels, ancestors, etc., looking down on you, wishing you well, helping you make brave decisions. You want something new, Capricorn. You're bored. 8 of Cups. This is not doing it for me anymore. This habit, this rut, this person, this situation is not doing it for me anymore. And so Spirit is a little bit like, so if I know that I'm bored and this isn't it for me anymore, why would I bemoan losing something that was no good for me anymore? There is a ton of opportunity. If you are wondering if you will get to show off your skills, everything you've acquired over time, I would say don't doubt it. Let's start over here. Current situation, Page of Pentacles, new job, new course of study, new option, new opportunity. It will take some research on your part, or like learning some new things. So Spirit's kind of like making a, talking about entry-level job. That won't be the truth for every single, like the literal truth for every Capricorn listening to this, but it's like, some of you, it's like, I have this skill, and if I would be willing to put in the time and be willing to share my skills and receive in exchange for my skills, things could really turn around for me and change for me. Like I could have a whole new income source, or just a whole new job, period. Maybe even a whole new career. Like I'm really into this skill or this idea of mine. So do you want to take classes? Do you want to train informally? I see you taking something, receiving something, and making the most of it. That's what Spirit is saying with the 6 of Pentacles. And I mean, that's Capricorn things, right? Like who knows how to multiply their skills and money like a Capricorn? So if you seize this, if you seize this, it will multiply. You're getting a wake-up call. That's what Spirit is saying so loud with this Judgment card. 8 of Cups is, again, like I took all this time to gather these 8 cups and to polish them and lovingly fill them and then stack them just so, like a Capricorn does. Like, this is my life path, okay? This is the career, or this is the person, or this is the place. And that's it. I've chosen and I'm on the path. And then eventually, as happens, we outgrow things. We outgrow habits that diminish us or become boring. And we have to choose to leave them behind. And now what Spirit is kind of giving me is this 5 of Cups sitting in the long-term future is only for those of you who are not willing to give this thing up on purpose. It's kind of like the difference between Death and the Tower is what Spirit is showing to me. It's like I could voluntarily say, I need to make a change here. I need to move in a new direction here. Or I could wait and I could like focus on continuing to make money, or etc. And I could kind of like try to hit snooze on this wake-up call. And I could end up at a 5 of Cups place where this thing gets taken away from me in some other dramatic way. Now, Capricorn, I'm hearing something, and this is extremely dramatic, okay? And Spirit talks a lot of the time in symbology and metaphor. So, Spirit is saying, imagine somebody who really wants to give up drinking. And they're like, I know it. I'm an alcoholic. There's not a world where I can have 1 drink or 2 drinks and be fine. I always go overboard. A 5 of Cups could look like, oops, I got a DWI or DUI or whatever. Or, oops, somebody at work smelled alcohol on my breath and now, you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, if you will heed the call when the call comes in, you won't have to, there's a reason the call is coming in. Oof. Okay, this is deep, Capricorn, okay? Spirit is like, has told me many times with so different people that I've read that in a very real way, we can't get off path. We can make wrong decisions. We can make bad decisions, like objectively bad as in they're cruel or they're whatever, right? We have the opportunity and the right, that's our free will, to ignore alarms and to stay doing like, no, I want to do it like this and I'm going to do it like this because that's what I want no matter what the signs are saying to me. Part of the reason Spirit says like we can't make the wrong decision is that we will get diverted back onto our path regardless. We will be shown relentlessly, turned relentlessly back toward growth, back toward truth, back toward our goodness and everything that we could give to the world if we would get over our own bullshit and our own, stories, fears, anchors, etc., and hear the call and believe it and move with it when we hear it. If you keep thinking about, oh, I have this idea, I have this idea, I have this idea, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, but you ignore it, you ignore it, you ignore it, you begin to feel sick. And you begin to feel sad and you begin to feel bereft. So Spirit is like, what are we telling you? We're saying, seize this. Yes, if you want to know, do I have it? Do I have what it takes? Is it out there for me? Could I, with a little bit of Capricorn brand, hard work, study, effort, have a big, beautiful new option in my life? A leadership position? Maybe even like a partnership that is, this is power couple. This doesn't have to be romantic. This could be like podcast partners. That's one of the ways Spirit is showing it to me. Like this could be siblings is one of the ways that Spirit is showing it to me. You can come out on top. Whether you see yourself as the King of Swords or the Queen of Cups in this scenario, you can come out on top if you will heed the call. Count your blessings. Seize the day. Nurture. And by nurture, I mean cultivate and then share your skill. And you will find yourself in this leadership position. And not just that, in a clear position, like mentally and emotionally, which is very different from this. And again, a reminder, Spirit was saying, this is also representing there is help available for you with that. Always, whether you enlist a professional or you get online and type into the search engine substance abuse disorder or how do I quit blank or how do I develop blank. There are people out there for you. And especially if you open yourself up to and say, basically, I surrender. Like, I don't know what to do, but I am willing to listen. Expect mountains to move. And you don't have to move them. Okay? Okay. Thank you for being here, Capricorn. I hope this is helpful for you, and I will see you next time. Bye.